What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be a little different than most of them we do. I've had several buddies and some family members buy boats in the past couple months. They've asked me to go look at them with them and check them out. I've bought a lot of boats. I've sold a lot of boats. I've been on the water my whole life, so figured I'd throw a little video together and show y'all what I look for in a boat and show you how to not get cheated. And some people ain't real honest when they go to sell used boats. So I'll show you what to look for, what I look for. We'll go from there. The most important part to me is right here. And this is a 24 model boat, so we ain't gonna find nothing wrong with it, I don't think, but you'll get the idea. I start out right here. You want to make sure that everything's good and tight and ain't nothing to spin it. Make sure everything don't wobble, your foot's good, everything like that. And then right here, I always bring a big flathead screwdriver. Back that out, take you a zip tie and run down in it, get you a little oil, put it on your finger, hold it up to the sun. Make sure it's not milky, there's no water in it. Make sure there's no glitter in it, like it's been eating up a bearing or something like that. Just simple stuff. Another thing I like to do is anybody that's not hiding anything will let you pop the spark plugs out and do a compression test. You ain't got to buy a real big fancy compression tester. You get a Harbor Freight, I think they're like 30 bucks. It'll save you a lot of headache. Do a compression test, make sure all your cylinders are about the same, 100 psi and up. Just make sure they're all within a 10 to 15 psi of each other. If you got one drastically lower than another one, something's up with that cylinder. Stay away from it. Check all your through holes, like where your aerators pull in, stuff like this. Make sure nothing like that's rotten, because if you leave your boat in the water and one of those break, your boat's not going to be on the water, it's going to be in the water. It will sink fast, so make sure all that stuff's good. The trailers, and also a huge part of any boat, check your bearings and all that good stuff. Nothing worse than buying a new to you boat and then be on the way home and have a bearing go out. It's a bummer. You go from feeling good buying you a boat to that low feeling of sitting on the side of the road trying to fix it. Several other things that we look for, just overall quality of it. Look at all the welds, make sure nothing's cracked, nothing's broke. Ask a lot of questions to the guy. Ask if it's been a saltwater lot. Just anything you can ask to try to get information out of somebody selling it. The electronics, ask how old they are, make sure they work. And the number one thing, if he won't meet you at a boat ramp and take you for a sea trial, it's over right there. They hiding something, don't buy their boat. Anybody that wants to sell a boat will take you for a sea trial or river or whatever. You call it a sea trial. Another thing back to the motor is check the oil in it. Do the same thing like the foot. Wipe a little bit of that oil on your finger, hold it up to the sun. Make sure it doesn't have any glitter in it, or if it comes out milky, it's got water in it. Those are big no-nos. Run immediately. You're gonna have a big bill if you don't. Especially if you're buying a used boat, see what goes with it. Make him throw in the life jackets and all that other safety stuff. I mean, it adds up quick. You throw 3 or 4 life jackets in there, a fire extinguisher and all that good stuff, talking a couple $100. You can get that put in with the boat. That's money saved is money earned. Something that you're not gonna check on like a John boat or something like that would be the fuel tank. But if you're looking at a center console boat or any boat that's got a made-in fuel tank, there should be portholes in the bottom of the boat somewhere. Use your nose, smell. If you can smell strong fuel, run. The fuel tank's got a crack in them, and you are talking about some big money to replace fuel tanks in any of those boats. You can also go to where the drain is, the plug on the back of one of them on a center console or something like that, and run your finger in it, smell the bilge. If it has a strong gas smell, same thing. One of the fuel tanks may have a crack in it. Stay away from it. It's not worth the headache. No matter how good you think the deal is, that can you start getting into some unseen money there. Another good thing that I like to check is the transom. Some of the older boats have wood in them. A lot of newer ones don't have wood, but what I like to do, I got a little bit of tail to me. If you don't, you might need to bring a little bigger buddy with you. If you'll get right here on the motor, and of course take the motor stand out from under it, we're just showing you what I would do. Just get right here and give it some good bounces and watch your transom. If it starts flexing or anything, The wood can be rotten in it, or it can have some broke welds that you can't see, and it's a good idea to stay away from stuff like that, or if not, at least get a really good deal on it, because you have repairs coming. The number one thing you want to do is, you're not just buying a boat, you're buying a person when it comes to a used boat, in my opinion. Feel the guy out. If he's kind of sketchy and doesn't want to meet you at the ramp, back away from it. The smartest thing you can do is not buy a project or a headache unless you know that's what you're buying. If you're looking at buying a water-ready boat and that's what they're representing it as, people should have no problem meeting at the ramp and running it. I've backed away from so many deals because people were kind of, oh, we don't have time to meet you or something like that. If I'm going to spend big money on a boat, 10 minutes at a boat ramp's well worth it. Don't let them talk you out of a sea trial at all. Put it in the water, run it, get the motor hot, really go through it. I hope this helps y'all. If you're watching this video and you do anything else to check anything else, please comment where people reading the comments can know what to do and what to check and not get bent over the barrel on a bad boat. I appreciate y'all watching. Bye.